Alright guys, I pray that you guys can see me really well. So anyway, the baby is sleeping and it's time for some late night conversation. I got my wine here. So one of my subscribers said that she missed these videos, so I wanted to bring it back and try to get out something tonight. I really didn't know what I wanted to talk about. A couple things have been on my mind lately. I kind of want to talk about my sex life and what motherhood have done for it. Then I want to talk about YouTubers that bother me. Like, not what some YouTubers I can put a name to, but I won't. But certain things I feel like YouTubers shouldn't do. And then I want to talk about kids and suicide and all the things that's been going on in social media today. So it's really been weighing heavy on my mind, and maybe because it's the mother in me that I want to talk about this topic first. And I hope that you guys will stick with me and listen to what I have to say, and maybe you guys can understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm just getting into the video. Trying to make sure I'm looking in the camera, and sorry for my appearance, y'all. It's been a long freaking day. Been cleaning and all this stuff, so I'm looking like how I feel right now. But that's what these videos are for, coming to you guys as a mom, having a little grown-up conversation that I don't really get a chance to do very often with other adults or other moms at that. But anyway, so I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about the Mercedes and Mari teen suicide that's been all over the internet, social media, about these teens. And it's not just them. It's been teen after teen after teen. And I want to know what the hell is going on. Like, what is really going on? So this is a time for me to kind of talk to the moms and parents out there, and also leave a message for the kids. And some of this is going to be real and harsh, and maybe you guys can and can't relate, but I'm going to just say it anyway because nobody else is saying it. Everybody trying to put out these 1-800 suicide numbers, which I do think are very important, but sometimes we have to say what nobody wants to say. And first, I just want to say that starting with the Mari and Mercedes suicide, apparently this happened because the girl was pregnant and she was getting a lot of grief from her family. Now, I just want to say no disrespect to the family or, you know, anybody that may be in a situation, but one thing we as parents gotta stop doing is making it seem like pregnancy is the end of the world, or it's the worst thing that can happen to these kids, these teenagers, or whatever. Because it's not. It's illnesses, HIV, it's adult situation. You know, parents always focusing on the pregnancy aspect of sex. And yes, that's something, and it's a big responsibility, and it's a big thing. I'm not trying to minimize pregnancy, but it's not the worst thing in the world. You guys made this girl feel so horrible that she took her own life, killing herself in that unborn child. And, you know, then you faulted the father, the boyfriend, and he killed himself. And I just don't understand. Like I said, I'm not trying to minimize pregnancy, but don't just make it seem like that's the worst thing in the world. You're a bad person because you got pregnant. And for the kids out here, stop trying to be grown. Because you think you grown, you think you fucking. I'm going to just say it like that because that's what y'all think y'all fucking, and y'all think that makes y'all an adult. And it doesn't. Because when you get in real life situations, when you get in adult situations, you don't know how to handle it. And you think you're going to know how to handle it until it happens to you. Because we all have to go through that. We all had to deal with those things. When I was a teenager, you could have told me, don't do this, you gonna get burned. Don't do that, you go, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm gonna do it better than you did. I'm not gonna get caught. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. I was a stupid ass teenager. I trusted these dudes. I laid with these dudes unprotected, not just dudes, women as well. Unprotected, being very, I don't want to say promiscuous, like I was just out there just slinging the cat and like I'm in the wild. I wasn't doing it like that, but I ain't had no requirements for the people that I was laying with. It was like, oh, if you say we together, and that means you were entitled to my body. See, I wasn't even responsible enough to care for myself and say, no, you just can't lay with me because you say we together. You gotta prove to me that you're worthy. I didn't even have that much respect for myself, or say, what if this happened? What we gonna do? What if I get pregnant? What if one of us get an STD? How are we gonna handle this? And guess what? It happened to me. I got an STD, and I was scared shitless. Didn't tell my mom. Went for years without getting it treated, and guess what? That left me with years of infertility. Right now, today, my reproductive system is shit. And if you guys look back on my videos, that's where all my infertility come from. And I spoke about this in the previous video. I don't know if I have the video on private. And it might be on private because I was considering opening my channel up to my family. And, I felt like that was kind of personal. These are the people that look at me every day. But now I'm saying it in this video because it's a purpose behind it. Because sometimes we go through things to share a message. And my message is for the teenagers, if you're not ready to own up to the consequences of your actions, don't do it. I know you think you are. I know you think you're ready. You think you're ready to drink. You think you can drink and drive. Then you get in an accident and kill your friends. Or you think, are you ready for sex, and then you get pregnant. You think you're ready for sex, you get an STD. You think you're ready to go get married or have that apartment, and you don't even know how to manage your finances. Don't be in such a rush. Yes, it looks appealing. Yes, you think you're in love. But if you're for that person and that person is for you, y'all will get y'all life together the right way. And, so it don't be so hard. And I know you probably thinking like, yeah. Trust me, everybody told me the same thing and I didn't want to listen. I was like, yeah, it's going to be hard, but we can do it. And I promise you guys, much as I love Roger, I met him when I was 16. We got back together when I was 18, turning 19. And I was with him till I was 26. And, I wouldn't do it again. Because I think ultimately, us rushing it, I changed, he changed. And, giving my youth to this person when I should have been giving my youth to myself, enjoying myself, my life, and not trying to be an adult before my time. Trying to maintain an apartment so we can live together. Trying to maintain, a big lifestyle so we can say we did it. Not because of us, but I wanted to show other people. So, like I said, for the kids, just chill. It ain't that deep. Y'all like to talk slang. Y'all like to do it ain't that deep. I don't even know if I have teens on my YouTube channel or whatever. I probably don't. I don't even check the demographics of my YouTube and all that stuff. But to the parents or to the guardian of these kids, be careful what you say and how you say it. Don't just say it. Don't just demand it, but explain. Because when you go out here telling these kids you shouldn't be having sex, you shouldn't be having sex, and making it seem like sex is a bad thing, but yet you chasing every dick and skirt that come your way, and you going crazy over a man and a woman and all this stuff, or you in the room hollering so passionately and doing all this stuff and letting your kids see it, they like, oh, you saying it's bad, but yeah, you going so crazy for it. So they want to know. The curiosity is there. The wheels are turning. So they want to know what you're feeling and why you keep doing it, why he keep wanting it, why, it can't be that bad. So don't make it seem as if sex is bad. Make it to let them know that it's a proper time that you should do these things. Explain to them everything you need to know. It ain't no more birds and the bees. That's out the window. That's back in the day. This 2017, honey. Y'all got to come with it. Ain't no more birds and the bees, cute stuff, and all that. You have to be real because it's real out here. The world is real now. The world is ruthless. It's been real, but it's just getting realer. It's realer the word. But anyway, you guys, y'all gotta stop. Y'all can't be with all that. Y'all can't, because these kids have so much. And it's crazy that I'm about to say this, because I always say, why the hell these kids act like they got so much to worry about and stress about just to go to school and come home. But these parents got the wrong idea. Oh, your kid got to go to school flawless. Y'all dressing up dummies. Y'all don't got no requirements for your kids' education, but y'all make sure they matching from A to Z with their clothes and name brands and all that stuff, but they report cards looking like D's and F's. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop that. Ain't nothing wrong with your kid looking nice, but stop it. If they gonna look nice, let them earn it. Let them get that education. Let them get them grades right. And what else? Stop letting your kids go to school with these heels on. Why these kids like they going to the club and these kids in competition? They focus on everything else but what they need to be focused on. They hating, they fighting, they doing everything under the sun but getting them grades right. And that's not all students. Some students do their work and are academically in line with what they're supposed to do, and I give them kudos for that because it's hard these days. But parents, we gotta be held accountable. Get your kids in line. Your kid getting smart to math with other kids. Don't be saying, oh, they must have said something to my baby because my baby wouldn't do that. These kids turn into somebody else when they get around their friends. They influenced by their friends who influenced by their friends, and everybody trying to show out for somebody. And you have to be proactive in your kid's life, because there's in no way the suicide rate should just be going up like this. I mean, I promise y'all, every time I get on Facebook, every time I get on Instagram, it's rest in peace this person committed suicide. This person committed suicide on Facebook Live because they was being bullied. We need to stop that, man. It's really driving me crazy. I need this wine. I need it. Because not only is my 1-year-old just being a toddler, but it really saddens me that these kids feel like there's no way out. They just got to die. I'm scared of dying. And they so convinced that it's the right thing for them to do. And they just mad because they pregnant. They mad, they upset because somebody said something. Somebody bullying them. Where's, and I'm over here with bills. My rent $1,300. I got gas to put in my car. I got light bills to pay, phone bills to pay, a baby to take care of. And I'm scared to die. I'm scared to die. And, and like I said, they going through this, and it seems so huge that they willing to take their life. They are taking their life. It ain't even no measly attempt with a little cut on the wrist and, a little pill, took one pill too many, and you might just need to get your stomach pumped. No, they going through with it, man. They going through with it, and that just hurts me to the core. I need this one at the end of the day, because this can be my daughter. This can be one of my nieces, my nephews, or any of my sister, my brother. But let me just wrap this up, guys, because I didn't want this to be too long. But, y'all, we just gotta pray for these kids, pray for these parents. And like I said, this wasn't no attempt on the family to say that they were wrong, but I'm pretty sure now, if y'all can do it all over again, y'all wouldn't even make the big deal about, if that was the case. This is what social media is saying. I ain't see it from the family or whatever, but I didn't see the family contradicting it either. However, if this was the case that this girl committed suicide because of how her family reacted to her pregnancy, if y'all could do it all over again, knowing what y'all know now, it wasn't even that deep. Because at the end of the day, when that baby would have came, y'all would have loved it. Y'all would have loved y'all daughter, y'all sister, y'all niece. Still. Because guess what? I'm sure she wasn't the first one in y'all family. Or, you know, she ain't the first person in the world to get pregnant as a teenager. And, you know, I watched the young man, Mari. I watched his video before he did his suicide. You know, he was just crying, and it, like, really just broke my heart, because I truly believe he loved her. And, you know, with these teens, I'm like, what they know about love. But when you know, you know. And I don't think that young man did anything to make that girl just take her life like that. Anyway, y'all, this wine is really good. Y'all, take the time out and talk to y'all kids. And, you know, like I said, listen. Don't always react. If your child dealing with a teen pregnancy, it could be worse. It can be worse. And make sure your kids know about sex. Y'all be so scared to talk about sex that these kids, you know, they out here learning on their own, being taught by some older man or some inexperienced little girl teaching y'all young boys. You know, talk to them openly. No birds and the bees. Be straightforward, because straightforward is going to save lives. It's going to send a message. It's going to be embedded in their head. When you're trying to be cute about serious situations, it doesn't stick in their heads. They just, oh, well, okay. Yeah, okay. Because guess what? They're uncomfortable. So they want you to shut up. But sometimes you got to get on their level in a way they understand and reach your children. And that's all I'm going to say about it. You guys leave your comments down below. Let me know how you feel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining my chit and chat. Hope we can do this again. And let me know what video y'all want to see next. In the next chit and chat, do you want to see what about YouTubers I don't like, or how motherhood changed my sex life? Let me know in the comments below, but definitely reply to this topic and let me know what y'all think about it, or can y'all agree with what I'm saying or not. Constructive criticism, you know, friendly debate is nice, so let it get down in the comment section. Don't forget to check that description box for my social media information. If you can't find me by name, look up that email address. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Later.